Hello, my name is Ashish Udgave. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadrao, Itsalganji. I am welcome to all in the lecture of Equilibrium, chapter number 2nd or module number 2nd. Today, in video number 15, we are going to solve the problems on beam by analytical method. First problem, find out the support reaction for the compound beam, external supports at A and F as well as internal hinge C shown in the figure. In this figure, there is a beam of A, B, C, D, E in which at point A and F there are roller supports and at point D there is a hinge support. At point C there is an internal hinge. Internal hinge is nothing but it is a point at which two beams are joined. At point A and F there are roller supports and plane of roller support is horizontal. At point B there is one inclined force of 20 kN inclined at 60 degree, and at point E there is a 15 kN force acting vertically downward direction. Now first of all we have to draw the free body diagram of this compound beam A, B, C, D, E. First of all we will consider beam A, B, C, and after that we will consider beam C, D, E, F. Now in this problem at point C there is a hinge support. First of all consider beam A, B, C. At point B there is an inclined load of 20 kN inclined at an angle 60 degree. At point A there is a roller support and plane of roller is horizontal. Therefore first of all we will give a normal reaction, or first of all we will give a reaction at point A, RA, as plane of roller support is horizontal, therefore reaction at point A, RA should be vertical. Now at point C there is also a reaction, but the reaction at point C is inclined, lying in a third quadrant because of an inclined load 20 kN. Now first of all we have to resolve this 20 inclined both forces, that is 20 kN force and RC. We will resolve first of all this 20 kN force into two mutually component as 20 cos of 60 and 20 sin of 60. Also we have to resolve this inclined force RC into two mutually perpendicular components, horizontal component as RCH and vertical component as RCV. Now we will consider after that beam CDEF. Now as explained in beam ABC, RC is an inclined force or inclined reaction lying in a third quadrant. Therefore when considering beam CDEF, RC dash should be lie in opposite to third quadrant, that is RC dash should lie in a first quadrant, as RC and RC dash both are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction and collinear with each other. Therefore as RC dash is lying in a first quadrant, therefore we have to resolve this force or this inclined RC dash into two mutually perpendicular components as RCH dash and RCV dash. Here please note that the value of or the magnitude of RC is equal to RC dash, the magnitude of RCH must be equal to RC dash, and magnitude of RCV must be equal to RCV dash. Now after that we will give a reaction at point F, because at point F there is a roller support. The plane of roller support is horizontal, therefore reaction at point F must be vertical. Now here RF is a vertical, 15 kilonewton force is also in vertical direction, and RC dash is inclined force or inclined load. Therefore, at point D, there is a reaction at point D, RD. Therefore, due to inclined load RC dash, RD should also be inclined. Now we have to resolve this inclined RD into two mutually perpendicular components as RHD and RVD. Now, as explained in previous slide, the common hinge point C shall act as a support on beam part ABC. Since the part ABC is a deficient in terms of the number of supports, accordingly the same point shall act as a loading point on the other side of beam CDEF. Now, considering free body diagram of beam ABC, as this beam is non-concurrent as this force system is non-concurrent, therefore there are three analytical conditions. Number one is the summation fx should be 0. Number second should be summation fy should be 0. And number third must be moment of all the forces about any point must be equal to 0. Now, first of all, we will resolve all the forces in horizontal direction and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation fx is equal to 0. Here RCH is acting in a right direction or horizontally right direction, therefore it should have positive sign, and 20 cos of 60 is acting towards horizontally left direction, therefore it should have negative sign. Therefore we get RCH is equal to 10 Newton. Now, taking moment about point A and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation of moment about point A is equal to 0. Here from point A, RA will pass through point A, therefore moment of this RA about point A must be equal to 0. Again 20 sine of 60 will rotate in a clockwise direction about point A, and perpendicular distance of this 20 sine 60 from point A is 2 meter. Therefore moment must be equal to plus 20 sine of 60 multiplied by 2. Now again RCV will rotate in anti-clockwise direction about point A, and perpendicular distance of that RCV from point A is 4 meter. Therefore moment is equal to minus 4 into RCV. Therefore we get RCV is equal to 8.66 kilonewton. Lastly, by resolving all the forces in vertical direction and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation Fy is equal to 0, here RA and 8.66, that is RCV, all the forces are acting in a vertically upward direction, and 20 sine of 60 will acting in a vertically downward direction. Therefore we get RA is equal to 8.66 kilonewton. Now consider the beam part CDEF with loads due to internal hinge as RC dash, CH dash is equal to RCH is equal to 10 Newton, and RCV dash is equal to RCV is equal to 8.66 kilonewton, which is already explained in previous slide. Now as this system is non-concurrent force system, therefore there are three analytical conditions. First of all, resolving all the forces in vertical directions and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation Fy is equal to 0. Here 10 kilonewton will act in downward direction, therefore it should have negative sign, and RDH is acting in upward direction, therefore it should have positive sign. Therefore we get RDH is equal to 10 kilonewton. Now taking moment about point F and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation of moment of all the forces about point F is equal to 0. Here 8.66 kilonewton will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, and perpendicular distance of that force about point F is 6. Therefore, total moment is equal to minus 8.66 multiplied by 6. RdV will rotate in clockwise direction and perpendicular distance of that RdV from point F is 4. Therefore, total moment is equal to 4 into RdV. 15 kilonewton will rotate in anti-clockwise direction and perpendicular distance of that 15 kilonewton force from point F is 2 meter. Therefore, moment is equal to minus 15 into 2. And RF will pass through point F, and therefore moment of that force about point F is equal to 0. Therefore, we get RdV is equal to 20.49 kilonewton. Now, applying summation Fx is equal to 0, summation Fy is equal to 0. Here 8.66 kilonewton, 15 kilonewton will act in vertically downward direction, and RF and 20.49 will act in upward direction. Therefore, these two forces have positive sign. Therefore, we get RF is equal to 3.17 kilonewton. Therefore, answer of this problem, RCH is equal to RCH dash is equal to 10 kilonewton. RCV is equal to RCV dash is equal to 8.66 kilonewton. RA is also is equal to 8.66 kilonewton. RDH is equal to 10 kilonewton. RDV is equal to 20.49 kilonewton, and RF is equal to 3.17 kilonewton. Now, next problem. A compound beam ABCD with internal hinge C carries a UDL of W kilonewton per meter between CD. It produces a reaction of 50 kilonewton at point B. Determine W and the reactions at A and D as shown in figure. In this problem, at point A and D there are hinge support, and at point B there is a roller support. Plane of roller support is horizontal, and at point C there is a hinge, internal hinge. First of all, we will consider beam CD, and after that we will consider beam ABC. Now, in beam CD there is a UDL of W kilonewton per meter over the span of 4 meter. First of all, we have to convert that UDL into equivalent point load, which is equal to 4 into W kilonewton, and that equivalent point load is acting at the center of the UDL, that is 2 meter from point C. Now, at point C there is, first of all, we will give a reaction at point D. RdV is in upward direction. Now, RCV, and first of all we will give a reaction at point C. Suppose that RC is inclined and lying in third quadrant. First of all, we have to resolve that RC into two components, that is RCH and RCV. Now, when considering beam ABC, we will give reaction first at point B. Reaction at point B, RB, is 50 kilonewton, which is a given quantity. Now, as RCV and RCV dash are equal, and RCH and RCH dash are also equal. Now we will give a reaction at point A. Suppose that reaction is lying in third quadrant. Therefore, we have to resolve it into two components as RAH and RAV. Point C acts as a support for CD and loading point for APC. Now consider beam part CD. First of all, taking moment about point C and equating it to 0. Here 4W will rotate about point C in clockwise direction, and perpendicular distance of that force about point C is 2 meters. Therefore, moment of that force about that point is equal to plus 4W into 2. RdV will rotate in anti-clockwise direction about point C and perpendicular distance of that RdV about point C is 4 meter. Therefore, moment is equal to minus 4 into RdV. Here RCV and RCH both will pass through point C. Therefore, moment of both the forces about that point is 0. Therefore, we get RdV is equal to 2W kilonewton. Now, resolving all the forces in vertical direction and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation Fy is equal to 0. Here RCV and 2W both are acting in vertically upward direction, therefore both should have positive sign. 4W is acting in downward direction, therefore 4W has negative sign. Therefore we get RCV is equal to also 2W kilonewton. Now resolving all the forces in horizontal direction and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation of Fx is equal to 0. Since there is no horizontal load, therefore RCH is equal to 0. Now consider beam part ABC. Since this beam is non-concurrent force system, therefore first of all applying summation Fx is equal to 0, we get RAH is equal to 0. Now taking moment about point A and equating it to 0, that is applying the condition of equilibrium. Since 50 kilonewton will rotate in anti-clockwise direction about point A and perpendicular distance of that force about point A is 4, therefore total movement is equal to minus 50 into 4. RCV will rotate in clockwise direction about point A and perpendicular distance of that force about point A is 4, therefore movement is equal to 6 into RCV. Here RAH and RAV both will pass through point A, therefore movement of both the forces about point A is 0. Therefore we get RCV is equal to 33.33. But we know that RCV is equal to twice W, therefore W is equal to 16.66 kilonewton per meter. Therefore RdV is equal to, we know that 2W, therefore we get RdV is equal to 33.33. Now resolving all the forces in vertical direction and applying condition of equilibrium, that is applying summation Fy is equal to 0. Here RAV 50 both are acting in upward direction, therefore both should have positive sign, and 33.33 kilonewton will acting in downward direction, therefore it should have negative sign. Therefore we get RAV is equal to 16.66 kilonewton. Please note that here minus sign indicates that the answer for RAV is numerically correct but needs to be directional rectification. Therefore RAV is equal to 16.66 kilonewton acting in downward direction. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only. To solve the problems on beam by analytical method for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile, which is appearing on the screen. Thank you.